Hello and welcome to episode 16.
Wow, it is 16.
Of Tragic 2 podcast. I thought I was going to get that wrong and we'd have to go again, but no, welcome to 16. It's Dan and Sursh here with you. A lot to kind of link in. We're in the summer. And of course, in the summer, we're getting all of these music festivals.
Yes.
Forbidden Fruit was one that you were at.
Yeah. Do you know what? When is it ever sunny? It's never sunny for these festivals. It's always raining.
It was yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, and Saturday. Amazing. Yeah. So yeah, look, I have worked in radio a long time, as you know, and I'm the most uncool, I would say cool person going. I never went to festivals growing up. I was a loser. I was always afraid. I'm a bit high maintenance. Let's be honest.
I couldn't. I still can't do festivals.
Can you not?
No.
Now,
I would die at a festival.
Yeah, but if you can go home and shower, it's much better. Like I went there, you know, dressed up, looked lovely. Did have to use the portaloos. They are vile.
Yeah.
When I mean, I had to squat for ages. Because you know when you keep it in and you've so much pee inside you that you're squatting.
The world has to fall out of you.
Literally, I was like, there's piss all over the seat. I don't want an STI. I have to just squat for as long as I can. And I was there counting down. I was like, see, girl, I don't know if guys are the same, right? Girls, you need to, your pee can keep dribbling out. So you need to like try and find that break where you can use your, what is it called?
Your muscles,
your core, your core. What is it called? Your like internal muscles, your vagina muscles.
I don't
know. Pelvic floor. You have to work on that.
I can't say I've got experience with.
And when you're drinking as well, you really have to concentrate. So you have your head against the door of the cubicle or the portaloo thing, and you're hovering like a motherfucker. And then you have to wait for a break and then do it all again because you know the next time you go to that toilet, there's going to be shit on the wall.
Oh, stop.
It's going to be nasty. Now, what I will say, and fair play to them, they had a lot of toilet paper. There was a lot going on there because I did bring my own in my handbag, so that was good.
You brought your own toilet paper?
I had to. The fear of having no toilet paper and having to just dribble all over yourself, it wasn't worth it. Oh, actually, there was a girl there. You know those Sheba? Is that what it's called? The Sheba? You know the thing that you stick on your vag and piss out of?
No, I don't.
It's basically like they developed this
I've got this thing that
you don't have to worry about that. You can pee anywhere. I think they created this about 10, 15 years ago.
It's like a funnel, is it?
It's like a funnel, yeah. That
no
girls can
way.
stick on and you can piss out of, right? Now, a girl tried to do this.
This is a great start.
She got so drunk that she actually put the funnel thing into her boot. So it was kind of under her skirt so that she didn't have to carry it around, right?
Ah, no.
And then she went to pee and she didn't realise she was pissing into her boot.
No.
Did she go home? No, she didn't. She's squelching around, smelling like this.
Why do people, when they go to festivals, have such a lack of awareness about themselves?
You lose the run of yourself. Because you start drinking and everybody is just off their tits and you don't care what you look like. You don't care what you're doing. And usually it's raining and you're rolling around in mud. Now, thankfully it wasn't, so it was fine. But the cubicle thing, I got there and I did my thing and I was clean.
You see, this is why I would die at a festival, especially one that you have to stay in a tent for.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
Electric picnic or, you know, anything like that. I couldn't.
That's why, I'm now nearly 36 and I'm going to my first festivals. And I didn't realise that people took drugs. Like, I forget that people do that. So I'm walking around and I was like, why is everyone staring at me? And, you know, clenching their jaw or whatever. And I didn't realise that they were all on drugs.
Not there.
Like, they're not there. I'm so new to this. I'm so naive. I did actually steal someone's sunglasses. I think that's probably the biggest festival.
Stole somebody's sunglasses.
Yeah, I was in the cubicle. I keep calling it, it's not a cubicle, it's a portaloo.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was these sunglasses on the ground and I was like, these will do. And
they could have been shot on.
I know, mid-pee, I was like, so I've been wearing them. I didn't actually disinfect them. So I could have an STI in my eye.
If you get an STI in your eye.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So we'll see in the next coming weeks whether I have that pink eye thing that comes from that. But look, I went and it was amazing. I saw Groove Armada.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But you know, I'm one of these people that I love Groove Armada.
Yeah.
You ask me any of their songs and I'll be like, you know the one that's Groove Armada
The one the house
style.
filled.
Yeah, exactly.
House built even.
Yeah.
Prove I'm not a star.
It was so good. They were amazing. And bicep glue, which we cannot get out of our heads. So good. But you ever get this, right? When you're trying to describe a song to somebody and yeah. But like in your head, you're saying it perfectly or you're humming it perfectly. But when it comes out, it's all over the gaff.
It's nowhere near it.
It's so annoying. It keeps happening. So that was Saturday. Sunday was, of course, Nelly Furtado.
Yeah.
God.
And so did you go home after each night?
Of course I did, yeah. You could tell the people that didn't, though.
Right.
They really weren't well. I did go home, showered, came back for day 2, and she was amazing.
Where was it? Punchestown?
No, it was Kilmainham.
Oh, Kilmainham.
Kilmainham, yeah.
Punchestown.
No. So, yeah, really, really cool. Nelly Furtado, bringing me back to like 2007.
Yeah, Promiscuous
Girl, yeah. And the one with they were all Timbaland, basically.
Yeah.
I was hoping that he would pop up, but he didn't. Anyway, she looks amazing. She's 45, and she was wearing the skin tight, what looked like the whole costume.
Has she had anything in the last while?
No, I don't think so, because in fairness to her now, she did 50 minutes, and she has about 4 songs.
Yeah.
Now, they're great songs, but halfway through, she was like, I'm going to just
repeating them.
Yeah, I'm going to play one of my favorite DJs. And then, she just in between was playing like random DJs.
Oh.
But no, it was cool. But yeah, she was amazing.
Now, what we wanted to talk about alongside this was, I suppose, sort of crazy fashion trends.
Yeah, which again, right, I've never really gone to festivals before, so this was my first time really going. And, normally I don't think about what I wear. I think I wear okay clothes, possibly not on the podcast, but in general, I wouldn't be too bad when it comes to fashion. But like, there's something in your head where you're like, you have to wear like clothes that you fit in with.
Yeah.
What's
outlandish.
cool. Yeah. So I was like taking a trip to Penny's, having a look around, buying a few bits. You kind of want the skimpy stuff, but also that look kind of cool. So I did that. And, I think I dressed okay the first day, but I got these flip-flop things because I was like, what do you wear? What shoes do you wear?
Yeah.
Can't wear heels. Like, I live in heels or runners. Can't wear either of those. So I bought these flip-flop things, but they were gold and they were kind of wedged, right?
Oh.
Now, when I mean they cut the toes off me, I have blisters all over my feet.
No.
Like, I came the second day with plasters wrapped around every single toe. Like, my feet are an absolute...
Very attractive.
But they were horrible. I got there and everybody was wearing Doc Martens.
Oh.
But it's sunny.
Yeah.
So they were wearing zero clothes, like bikini tops and Doc Martens.
Well, like, I don't understand where the idea of, those sort of crazy outfits come from and to think I actually look deadly.
I know.
Where a lot of them just look like scruffs.
But the fashion has completely changed now. And I was sitting there looking around and we could have been in the 90s. I mean, Umbro tracksuits, Illuminous yellow, mullets going on. Bizarre.
I'm so glad you mentioned Illuminous yellow because that was a point I was going to bring up. You look at lads going to these festivals or like it doesn't even have to be a festival. They could be going to the beach. They could be going to wherever. And they are dressed like highlighters.
Yeah. Highlighters, yeah.
And like I was on the beach in Clontarf recently as well, and I was walking up and down, and I'd seen a group of lads. There was about 4 or 5 of them, and they were all in different colour, but like head to toe. So like their t-shirt was Illuminous yellow, and their shorts were Illuminous yellow. The other guy was Illuminous pink, Illuminous whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these lads, they're getting ready for their exams now. They're getting all their highlighters sorted, and it looked really bizarre.
It does look really bizarre. But I think in one sense, men were too afraid to wear any colour back in the day. Like, say our dads in the 90s, you wouldn't dare wear a bright pink t-shirt or...
But is this
Illuminous yellow jacket?
Is this where individuality dies out because everybody is wearing the exact same thing?
Everybody likes to be a sheep to fit in. Look at me rushing to Penny's asking, what are girls wearing to festivals? That's literally what I was doing.
But is that more to do with wanting likes on social media and like, here's a selfie with me and the lads and we all look like fucking highlighters? Or I don't like where did that concept come? Like I think and you see it a lot with lads, and there'd be 5 or 6 of them and they'd be wearing like the new or the North Face.
Yeah.
And it's just nobody's individual anymore.
No,
because
you got the
have
Yup
to
Bros.
wear the Yup Bros. Yeah.
Yup. They wear the Canada
go?
Goose and the North Face.
Well, the fake Canada Goose, because they
I
could
don't
never.
know about that now. I wouldn't. If you'd go into a Canada, as I said to you before, go onto Grafton Street, go
Who can
in there,
afford a
arrest every single one of them
€700
because
t-shirt.
none of those people actually worked for that money. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
That's dodgy money.
It's dodgy money, or else they've got it on one of those fake sites.
But yeah, that's what I mean. They all have a little costume. That's what they wear, and they don't go
The
outside of
sets,
that.
the tracksuit sets, they look disgusting. It's
Yeah.
like the new chav era.
It is the new chav era, yeah. But then you've got the alternative, but everybody's alternative now. So those guys walking around with black nail varnish. What's that about?
Black nail
Black
varnish?
nail varnish. Men wearing black nail varnish. Is this okay? I don't think this is okay. Would you wear that? You wouldn't wear that.
I would never wear black nail varnish.
But I think,
like,
is that because we are a little bit older than teenage/20s?
yeah, you see, I was giving out to somebody about this very thing recently, and he kind of stopped me halfway through, and he goes, "Dan," he says, "you're 33, not 63."
I know, but also if you rocked up probably wearing nail varnish, I'd comment.
Yeah.
Like, what are you having a
Like,
midlife crisis?
what would you like if I rocked up here to the studio next week and I was wearing I can't even say the word, a luminous orange t-shirt and a luminous orange shorts? What would your reaction be?
I'd say, wow, he's changed. Who is he?
He's a 33-year-old yup bro.
I'd be like, oh, now he's turning into the fairy I always wanted him to be.
Jesus Christ.
We do joke about that all the time. I'm like, I just want you to be a fairy wearing a little skirt.
But if you're out like dressed in all pink, because I see that an awful lot now,
Yeah.
just people dressed in all pink. It's
Yeah.
like, is that showing the sort of the feminine side? Because like I know like lads walking around, they're trying to walk around, they're trying to be the hard lads and the yup bros, and like, we're
Yeah, but they
invincible.
all have handbags now.
They do, man bags.
That bag that I have, the fanny pack,
Yeah.
that, back in the 90s again, that's what you brought your passport
all
around
the
in.
lads are going around in them.
They have a fanny pack like mine and they wear it across their shoulder.
yeah.
And I'm like, you're wearing a handbag. What's in that bag? What are you bringing around with you? Is that where you store your little phone?
They're drugs.
Oh, yeah, actually, yes. Never thought about that. Yeah, okay, but at the festival, you get your bags checked. So that wasn't happening.
No.
So what else is in your bag? What else? What do you guys bring around? You bring your sun cream? What? Your face moisturizer that you bring around with you?
I bring around my face moisturizer.
Your Factor 50? Like, what else are you fitting in that tiny handbag? Like, makeup's the only thing you can really carry.
Like, I'd appreciate if it was like, if you were on, so like I was on holidays recently and now I didn't have any, I used to have a little bag that I'd just put all my stuff down. Like if I was down in the pool or down on the beach, that I just put my phone and my keys.
Yeah, but that's like a backpack thingy. That's
a
different.
little bit smaller than a backpack. Kind of something like that, but not really. But you're just seeing them now, and it's fine if you're going around with like a small little tube of sun cream or whatever. If you're on your holidays and whatever, but like you're going around like Grafton Street or O'Connell Street or like.
I just can't deal with that.
Where did this go?
When did this become acceptable?
Has Love Island brought this up? Because I was only thinking that early. Because like I can very, very proudly state that I have never ever watched Love Island. Not a single minute of it.
I'm similar though. I'm actually not into that reality kind of stuff at all. Now I've seen clips of it and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they all have handbags and they all have fake tan on. Now, what they definitely have gotten from that as well is the lack of hair.
Yeah.
Men don't have hair on their legs anymore or under their arms, and they're wearing handbags, and we have to find that attractive. No.
Yeah, no, I was only thinking that was this a Love Island thing that and like you see it in the gym now. Lads are obsessed with having the Love Island body. I haven't quite seen it with girls that go to the gym, but the lads are obsessed with becoming Love Island, Greg O'Shea. Like
I know, but they all love themselves more than they could love somebody else. So we're all going to just realise we're going to be single forever because nobody is going to want to get with each other because they're just so self-absorbed and self-obsessed. Yeah. But yes, it is coming from that. But you're seeing it now in the summer at festivals where they're wearing, like, guys are wearing no tops because they want to show off their
Love Island.
Where's the hair?
Yeah, I know.
where's it gone?
I mean, I've got a whole bear underneath this t-shirt.
Yeah, and that's normal. That's manly.
Yeah.
That's why I like old men. That's why I like the old men, because they don't do that. I can't be attracted to somebody that's waxing their chest and wearing handbags. I mean, it was everywhere.
Like, do you remember back in the day when the ex-rugby player Gavin Henson was getting all sorts of stick because he waxes legs?
Yeah, I know.
But now this has become the norm.
But why was he doing that? Did he explain?
I think it was the who was it that he was going out with? Some model.
Yeah, but what?
Can't think of her
what
name.
was the?
But I think that was it. Was
She wanted him.
She
to,
wanted him to wax everything, and
see, that's the thing.
he got an awful time as a result of it, and he was on the beds as well.
The lines are blurring though between masculine and feminine.
Oh, they
because
really are.
The women, I saw women yesterday with hairy armpits. Look, if everybody wants to walk around with hairy armpits, that's fine. I will not do it. But I don't want to see that either.
Yeah.
Like, that can't be attractive.
Yeah, no, lines have become very, very blurred.
They have.
And it'll actually be interesting to see, because like we're in the month of June, which is Pride Month.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see how many sort of veer close to the, feminine line that they wouldn't have really before.
I know.
Just because it's...
Look, maybe that's giving people an opportunity to just express themselves, and we are just old school black and white mentality, which I'm totally am, and I don't really care. But I don't want to see that. I don't want that. I'm not attracted to that. But also, speaking of fashion, girls yesterday, now I don't know if it's the 90s thing coming back. There was girls wearing boxer shorts, men's boxer shorts, right? With
so that you could see the waistband.
Yeah, you can see the waistband. Now they were wearing kind of a bikini top and then these like fat man pants with boxer boxing shoes.
Oh, okay.
Like those Adidas ones.
Yeah.
With the hair kind of slicked back and those little skinny glasses. Again, what? Am I missing something? I don't know where this has come from. They were all wearing it. That was the 2024 fashion trend for festivals, from what I saw.
Huh.
Yeah, boxers. Okay, fair enough. Either boxers or shorts that were literally
were they like Calvin Kleins or something like?
I don't know. They weren't even trying to like have the label sticking out. They were
So that's what I was thinking they were trying to do.
Actual boxers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, at least be creative about it.
I know. Like, again, maybe I just am with the I don't know. It was very strange. But then the other hand was the really short shorts that were riding
the
up
skimpy.
the bum. Like, I mean, they were disappearing.
They may as well have been underwear.
Just wearing nothing at all. I don't know. Like, I'd love to wear that, but can anyone just get away with that?
Like, if you were...
You just need to get drunk and not realise what you're doing.
Yeah, if you were a father of somebody, or a mother, in your case.
Yeah.
If you were a father, if you were a mother of somebody going to a festival for the first time, you would be shitting yourself.
Oh, big time. But you know what they do? They walk out of the house wearing the skirt.
Something acceptable. Yeah.
That's long down to their ankles, and then they just whip that off.
Oh, yeah.
Stick it in their handbag. Happy days.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's mad. I know. Anyway, we're obviously very uncool, but I saw loads of guards there. And do you know what? Again, speaking of outfits and uniforms, like, women just love a man in a uniform.
Yeah.
Taking the guard's hat, taking selfies. Now, again, I was watching these guards. I was like, do you not have a job to do?
Yeah.
Do you not have a job to do? I mean, these girls taking pictures with their arms wrapped around your neck with the hat on, and they're like, woo! And the guards are loving life. Loving life.
I mean, at least it's not somebody in their face, giving out about all of the shit that's been going on in the last couple of months in Ireland. Like, I'd say for the guards, that was probably their, well, thank fuck we're here escape.
But it's probably the only, well, maybe a fireman's outfit as well, that they could be an unattractive guard, but wearing that uniform, you're like, oh yeah, that would do it for you now. Like, they're immediately more attractive.
Yeah.
Is it the authority or the power? I don't know.
I don't know. They just, their new uniforms make them look like somebody that works in Lidl.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with that. But just the authority that they have. They could just arrest you there and then. And there's something really attractive about that. You
want to be put in handcuffs.
Like, not actually jailed, but I'm like,
you dirt.
Yeah, just to be able to flirt with them.
What was the old...
But it's the same is the same said for the female guard? I don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably not. You're
there
not
are
like
some very unattractive female guards who just are not rocking that uniform at all.
This is so mean.
I'm
and
not saying all, but some.
No. Also, there's a new kind of trend, which you've definitely seen, but the guards are now doing it. I can't take them seriously. So there's a lot of girls that love their fake eyelashes at the moment. And I'm talking not just the, natural looking ones.
Are you trying to tell me there were guards with fake eyelashes?
The chimney sweeper ones, the ones that are...
You can't even see their eyes.
You can't see their eyes. I'm like, they're actually in pain. I mean, you're going to get cataracts in your eye. But there was one there yesterday. Her eyelashes were literally like scraping off her eyebrows.
Oh, God.
And I just thought, how can I take that serious? Like
a guard?
A guard. Like if she's coming up to give out to you, I could not.
Can you move on there now? Oh, sorry.
Guards back in the day, like they just vanguardas were. Let's be honest, they look like vanguardas.
Yeah.
Whereas now they have the full cake of makeup on, the lashes
can't say
done.
vanguarda now. People get very offended.
Oh, can you not?
Yeah,
why not?
That's one of the.
Oh, that's okay.
The PC brigade.
I know, but we're not PC. Thank God. We're not actually on radio right now, which is great. You can say what you want. Yeah, I can't take them seriously at all. I can't take anyone with those eyelashes seriously, but that's a bad trend.
Yeah, no, there are some that just don't suit that uniform at all.
No.
The Dublin Fire Brigade uniform. Mm-hmm.
They know how to use their
hands. They bloody do.
Love it. But anyway, fashion, right? What is the worst fashion trend that you are seeing now? Like mine is the eyelashes. I cannot deal with that.
Mine is the highlighters.
The highlighters, yeah.
Yeah.
The umbro. Like back in the day when our parents were scruffy and they had the mullet and they were wearing... They had the beard and they threw on the Umbro tracksuit because that's the cheapest thing that they could find or whatever. Yeah. It wasn't stupidly expensive. Now it's an effort. They're actually purposely trying to look like our scruffy parents back in the day. Even though they really don't need to. Now we have access to laser hair removal. We don't need to be dealing with any of that stuff.
I've seen some people going around in very early 90s sort of Fila tracksuits.
Yeah,
remember the Fila?
Which were great at the time.
Little, what were they? Little purple sort of purple and green sort of triangles in your jacket.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're everywhere now.
But so that's one that I've seen. Like when I was a teenager, the big thing were the Canterbury tracksuit bottoms.
Yeah, with the tubes.
I never
makeup all over the collar of your polo t-shirt,
and it was flicked up.
Yeah,
but like with your rugby jersey or something like that.
Now I hope that never comes back because that was horrendous. That was around the time of the what's his name, Ross O'Carroll Kelly books.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I know one of them was
it was the bod
but
look,
still,
the Brian O'Driscoll look.
That was really not good now.
Yeah.
And I fell right into that hole. I loved every ounce.
No, to be fair to the tracksuit bottoms, they were bloody comfy. If you were lounging for the day.
Were they they weren't the rip-off ones. They did have a zip though.
The zip going all the way up.
Yeah.
They were comfy.
They could now make a comeback.
I hope they do.
They could make a comeback.
Because they were I'd wear them now.
Now, the low-cut jeans around that time as well. Like, you don't see them now, which is probably a good thing. Do you remember when girls would wear jeans where you could just about see the line of their hoo-ha?
No.
They were unflattering. Now we're all doing mom jeans where they're up to your tits. But I'm talking they were way, way down until you could... It was like people were wanting people to know that I am clean down there. Yeah. There is no hair to be seen. I am going to put these as low as possible.
I got no bush.
But they're really bad. Really, really bad. Yeah. That hasn't made a comeback, which I am thrilled about. But I just don't know about this women dressing like men and men dressing like women.
I'm trying to think of the other trends when I was a kid, and I can't. Like I'm imagining now, like everybody, as I mentioned earlier, everybody's going around with their tracksuit sets. But I don't think those tracksuit sets or looking like a highlighter was anything near what, you had freedom to be an individual when we were younger.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have social media. Oh my God, how old are we? We didn't have social media when we were kids. So there was no pressure. You weren't like individuality has gone out the window because like you have to like the exact same thing. And I was going to say this earlier about the festivals. Like, you've got people, girls and boys, and whatever. They're going to these festivals only for the Instagram.
I know, but you can filter everything. I mean,
Picture. No, but
I'm guilty of it too.
They're going for like as event junkies.
Yeah.
For the Instagram moment, to have that split second of joy when somebody likes their picture, and that's all they're going for. They might not give a shit that Nelly Furtado has been like. Who's Nelly Furtado to a young fella these days?
I know, that's what I was thinking as well. I was like, they don't know who this is.
No,
actually,
they're literally only there to go, all the up bros.
Yeah, during the time she was on stage, that's all I saw. People just taking pictures.
Yeah.
They were like, I'll have her in the background, but who is she?
Yeah,
definitely.
And it's a bad sign as well when like. You've got like all of the festivals, and it's just somebody in front of you holding a phone at the stage.
I didn't bring my phone the first day.
Oh, good for you.
I know.
But like when the phones aren't actually being directed at the stage at all, and it's around the group that's around you or whatever, that's a bad sign that like you've got absolutely no interest in what's going on up there. It's all about here and what we look like on TikTok or Instagram or the Snapchat moment.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely mental.
The only thing I will say though, right? I know we're slagging fashion and we don't agree with a lot of what we're seeing. Maybe people agree with us, maybe they don't. But what I will say, and everybody's going to agree with this, and you will know this from back in the day, when we discovered makeup, I know makeup has been around for a long time. Girls know how to do their makeup properly these days. Now, I'm terrible. Like, I really am a catfish because I don't really know. So I am filtered the fuck on Instagram, which is really sad to admit, but it is true. But like, they know how to blend in the makeup. Do you remember back in the day where it'd be an orange line?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but they're seeing it like on TikTok, and they're seeing somebody on social media and it's like, well, step one, guys, we do this, and step two, we do that.
I know.
It's like,
you're all makeup artists now.
Yeah,
that's what people are making money from doing. Which fair play to them. But back in the day, back when we were starting off, good God. No. It was any orange makeup, you just lashed on your face, the rest of your body was white.
Fake tan.
Fake tan. I mean, I'm still not getting that right now, I'm not going to lie. I just can't do it. I tried and I have mismatched. Someone actually turned around to me and said, your knees are black.
Oh no.
And I was like, in my head going, was I on my knees?
Oh, Jesus, what were you on your knees doing?
What was I doing on my knees? And I was like, no, I actually wasn't on my knees, but I just don't know how to do it properly. And I looked like all over the place. I just can't get it. Like, they must spend days trying to moisturize and do it properly for the picture, but not me.
Like, how long would you, like, going out to Forbidden Fruit, how long were you spending getting yourself?
Honestly, 15 minutes. 15 minutes after my shower and actually drying my hair, I was like, right, lash on the tan, which is instant tan, so it runs out onto your clothes. So suddenly I wore a white top that turned brown, and then I had my black knees, and I just didn't think of it.
I just, and again, I sound really old, but I miss the day where it wasn't about texting your mate going, are you coming out? No, okay, well then I'll just play PlayStation for 10 hours. You'd go out regardless. You'd knock on a couple of doors. You'd get a group going. You'd go out at like in the morning, and you wouldn't come back until your dinner was ready at 6 or 7.
You're not worried about your moisturizer on your...
Not in the slightest. You're climbing a tree. You might fall out of the tree into a puddle of mud, and so what?
I know. It's all changed. It's all changed. Even the earrings. There was a guy there yesterday with a little duck hanging out of his ear, and I was like, again, if that was years ago, that would have been unusual to see. And
you'd probably were bullied for it.
Now it's just acceptable.
It was acceptable in the 80s.
It definitely was not.
But
you know what? Look, maybe we aren't cool. Maybe we need to be more cool and get with the fashion, because I
need to be a yup bro.
Yeah. A yup bro, and I need to wear these army pants and I don't know.
Are they back?
Well, I did. The glasses I stole were those little tiny skinny ones.
Oh yeah.
I thought those big massive ones were still in. I brought those pennies ones, but no.
Lads with what do they call them? Bandanas and John Lennon glasses.
Yes.
And like, it's just the most unattractive. Sorry, like if you think you're going to pull, you've got another
don't
thing.
wear the regular jersey. You have to wear the one from the early 90s
or 80s.
Oh yeah,
the vintage one.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
lots of vintage shirts going around. Yeah. That's
Or
all
the flowery shirts.
like if you kept any of those from
Are
when
they
you were
attractive?
a child.
Like, is that
They're
like
not.
to you? Is that attractive?
No, it's definitely not attractive.
Or like with the bandanas and everybody thinking that they're fucking, you know, the best thing since sliced bread. Like, festivals is a great place to go for your fucking ego.
But think about if you had saved all the clothes from when you were younger, those O'Neill's tracksuit bottoms, you know, your Umbro jumper from the 90s, you could literally make a mint selling that today. You're going to get a 20-year-old in 2024 that will literally spend more money on that than they would going to Brown Thomas.
I think after this conversation, I'm going to need to start my pension. I'm going to need to start writing my will. I need somewhere to be buried.
But do you know what? If you go to different countries, you're not seeing the same. Like if
No,
you go to
it's
Spain,
different.
you don't
Yeah.
see it in
Yeah.
Spain. It's a real Irish English thing, I think.
Oh, but as I said earlier, it is it's the chav look. It's the modern day chav.
Yeah, but what's the equivalent in Spain? I'm using Spain as an example because we both go there on
'cause
holidays.
I don't. But again, I think people can be individual in Spain. You don't see lads or girls going around in the same.
Is that
thing.
because they're better looking than us?
Probably.
Because we have to try a little bit harder because we're not blessed with the
We're not
tan and the
blessed
brown
with-
eyes.
Yeah, and,
You know?
and the looks and the probably.
That they just have to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like they were born with a Love Island.
They were.
born-
They didn't have to do anything, to be
No.
honest. You know? Again, we're in bits. What can I say?
I really need to reassess my life.
We both do. It's fine. But look, next year is going to bring a whole
Hey
new
guys,
fashion
we're
trend.
so uncool.
I like being uncool.
I don't.
Why? Would you like to go back in time? Would you actually like to be 20 in today?
Well, I was uncool at 20 as well. So.
Yeah, but your uncoolness at 20 would actually be cool. Do you get me? Like me being quote unquote cool with the orange makeup and the fake tan all over my collar, that was deemed as cool then. That definitely wasn't.
Oh, you should have seen the shit that I was wearing when I was 20. God, it was tragic.
At least there's no photos of it. Well, there kind of is, but
yeah.
No one cares about Facebook anymore, so at least they're buried away. But yeah, TikTok now, you're going to have that for life. You know, they have to look back. They're going to feel absolute shame.
Oh, yeah.
So at least we don't have that.
Yeah.
We do feel shame, but there's not much evidence, so it's fine.
No. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there with the crazy trends and the stadia. Like literally the stadia. Like
Just go home and stop taking pictures.
Does nobody own a mirror these days?
They do, yeah. That's all they do. They look in the mirror.
Really have a look at themselves. Anyway, that's where we wrap up. Thank you very much indeed for tuning in. You can get us on all of the usual pages, Spotify, Amazon Music, and make sure you go on to our Instagram page and give us a like. We're on Tragic2 Pod. Until next time, have a good one.
Bye.